have decided I want acorns on my hips. Acorns on my hips for days like these. Days where I can read and I know it for the achievement that it is. For the words of a woman that bounce around my insides and echo, not disembowel. For stories that fill my mouth and choke me but leave bravery, not bile. And articles that sear his hands into my breasts but liberate my voice box no matter how much the hands in my mouth try to drown it out. Days where I can read, look at the light patterns on the walls and stay in the room. They are also acorns for the days where I looked at my wall and I left, and the days that I didn't look at the wall at all, because those days got me here. They're acorns for the mirror, for post-meditated metaphor, for commemorations of the days I can look at my face, even though I feel like it should be cut in two. And for when I remember that, sometimes it was. For when I can smile at my reflection, not because I like the way I look, although somehow I do, but because I have wide shoulders and fire in my eyes, and I can feel like I can tear out the heart of the man who tore out mine. Because I look in the mirror, and it is me. They are acorns for me, for my body, for the secrets it has held, and for the way I have had to carve out every inch of it as my own. For bleeding out in the process, staining every inch of my life and still preferring it to blood I didn't put there. They are acorns for my hips themselves, something that's not his fingernails, or my pocket knife scars, or far too little fat, because once I didn't eat at all for 4 days. Something for the bruises I am sure are still there 5 years later. Because if I can rewrite my skin, then maybe I can do something about the decade he did. Acorn for the woman whose hips bore me, and for the girl whose blood is mine. Because my mother has been hurt so much more than she ever should have been. And my little sister, she would have been hurt so much worse. They are acorns for my father, and for times when the word springs to my lips in the same breath as sadist, because both are ugly, unavoidable truths, just like the fact that I will forgive myself one day, because I was socialized by a sociopath, and a little girl is never a whore. The man who lied to me was wrong, and it was not my fault. And they're acorns. They're acorns for acorn's sake, because they're not the antidote, but they're evidence that somewhere I must have found it.